At one point of time, DC Animation Group was on fire. They were producing some of the best animated features of all time. Justice League War, Justice League Throne of Atlantis, Justice League Apocalypse, Batman Under the Red Hood, Superman Unchained, Superman versus the Elite. I'm telling you, they dropped some of the best animated features of all time. One animated feature in particular is that of Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yes, I am talking about the old version of this animated film. Now, many people loved it. They nailed it. They got it right. They didn't make it too convoluted and difficult to follow. However, they have since rebooted their DC animated universe, and they have decided to pretty much come out of the gate with this whole multiversal story in regards to the Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline. And they are dropping the ball massively, in my honest opinion. What's going on, my beautiful geek culture? As always, I'm your boy O, and today it is time for me to tell you guys what I thought about DC Animation Group latest attempt at a Justice League story, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. Now, as you all know, I did not enjoy Part 1. I feel like it was a little bland. It was boring. It was just too much going on in regards to the story. And Part 2 follows that exact same trope. Like, for real. This movie starts off with the Anti-Monitor pretty much telling us how he acquired that of Kara as a herald. You know, it's like it's doing this telling the story backwards kind of thing like the previous film did. And I feel like that does not work for this at all. Many people may enjoy that aspect of it, not me. I feel like the story should be more straightforward than what it is at this very moment. The original Crisis on Infinite Earths got it right. All you needed was two teams of the Justice League members from alternate Earths and going against each other. However, in regards to this new version, there's every DC character that ever existed. And yes, I know that's how the original story had unfolded, but I do feel like everything that works in comics doesn't translate well into the big screen or even a movie, right? It's just sometimes some things is just too much to fit in. And I understand that's why they're trying to do 3 parts in regards to this story, but I feel like they're still not fleshing it out as it should be. You get my drift? Now, as you know, this story starts off with the whole Anti-Monitor thing, but it does kind of get back to where it was in regards to Part 1. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's something else going on. Now, they do not have to worry about these waves. Now, suddenly, some creatures appear, and they are fighting off these creatures who's trying to destroy the towers. At the same moment, the wave has revealed itself. And at this point, it doesn't have a name. And Psycho Pirate, I think that's his name. He has some mental powers. He talks to the being, right? And the being doesn't like the Monitor. And he asks the being, what is his name? And the being described what he was. And he said, well, you're the Anti-Monitor. So that's how the Anti-Monitor gets his name. I feel like that was a little bit lame. You know what I'm saying? I like the storyline of the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor pretty much generating from the same source, like the New 52. I like that storyline. I liked how they intertwined them as brothers and always was aware. In this story, it makes the Monitor look stupid, right? Like he's unaware as to what's going on. He already has this theory as to why the wave is sentient and it's almost seeming as if this thing is thinking, and he still hasn't come to that conclusion. Absolutely the worst immortal I have ever seen. All of the things that he has observed, all of the knowledge that he has gained, he cannot come to the conclusion that he's facing something other than a wave, right? I mean, think about that for a second. We're 2 movies in, and here it is. You have not figured that out quite yet. It just doesn't make any sense to me, ladies and gentlemen. In regards to the Justice League, at this point, Psycho Pirate has used his powers, and he has control over all of the Justice League members across all of the different Earths right now. At this time, he's making them fight each other, and they also have to fend off these creatures at the same time. And one scene in particular was the Bat Family. As you know, every member of the Bat Family lost their version of Batman, so they're looking up to this version of Batman who's from Earth 2. However, Earth 2 Batman, he ain't having it. This is absolutely the worst Batman of all time, in my honest opinion. First off, he pretty much called out all of their version of Batman and tell them, look, that guy is a psychopath. There's no way that I would introduce children to crime, which I do understand. But given the circumstances, right, how could you not acknowledge the relationship that these people had with their father? It's like, come on, man, you have to be more human than that, right? Then you have Superman, who I feel like is the most weakest link in regards to the story. I'm like, why is he even there, right? He just feels useless. I do not know what it is with DC, but they have underutilized that of Superman for quite some time. It just doesn't make sense. He's one of the most powerful characters of all time in regards to DC's lore. However, they seem to be mistreating him. They want to put forth that of Supergirl more than they want to put forth that of Superman. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But ultimately, the being takes form towards the end of the film, and now he's there and the Justice League is facing him down. Thus, that comes to the end of the movie. I was bored. I was absolutely bored. Yeah, they did have some cool scenes in this film. I'm not going to lie to you, like the scene with Wonder Woman swinging a whip, and I'm saying to myself, I want more of that. It's like the focus is all over the place. The story is convoluted. It's hard to follow, and you just doesn't know you don't know what is going on in regards to what is happening, even though you're watching it on the screen, right? Now, one part that did excite me was the return of Constantine. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but John Constantine is one of my favorite DC characters. And I like the fact that this guy has returned. But at the same time, I'm at the point to where I feel like we need to get this thing concluded, right? So I could just watch it all at once to see if I like it better. But as it stands right now, DC is dropping the ball. That's right. This thing is trash, in my honest opinion. If you want to watch it, go ahead on and watch it. I would not deteriorate you from enjoying the film, right? Go watch it, come back, tell me what you thought about it. But in my honest opinion, I would give this a 5 out of 10. I feel like I have gotten better from that of DC, especially when you think about every other film that I named at the beginning of this video. We're not getting things along that kind of quality from DC animation anymore, right? Before, you was excited, like the whole storyline that you was following in regards to the overarching plot, you was following it. You was engaged. However, it seems to me that this whole multiversal idea that the new animation division has decided to go, they do not know how to get you interested in the story that they're telling, which is why a lot of people do not like this new Tomorrowverse, right? It's almost as if they just have this idea of just cramming every DC character in every film, and it just isn't working for me. I swear to you, James Gunn better hope that his idea of the same caliber will work in live action, right? But as it stands right now, I do not like it. Right. I feel like a lot of characters did not get built up the correct way. We have not had time to pretty much attach ourselves to what they have produced to us, right? We have Captain Light. Where she come from? I don't know. We have to question, where did he come from? I do not know. See, we have not had that time to adapt to these characters. They're just thrown all up in there, and I don't like it. Now, before, I was on board, right? When we had the Man of Tomorrow Superman movie, I told you guys I like that. I like Green Lantern, Beware My Power. I like Justice Society. I like the whole Legion of Superheroes. I like those animated films. You can go and watch my reviews. But now, it seems as if the whole universe has been derailed, all because they're trying to rush things, right? Just put everything in the end all together. Don't even really give us any kind of conclusions to the stories that we are setting ourselves up for. And not to mention, you threw a Justice League War World in there that just didn't make sense in regards to everything that's going on now. It's just all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy O. Hopefully you will watch this video all the way to the end, help you pull out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number 3,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators have uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me how that algorithm be, but in the comments below, let me know what you thought about the film if you have seen it. And also, tell me, what do you think that they should have done differently? In my honest opinion, at this very moment, DC needs some milk. Let me know in the comments below.